How many videos do you think I start sitting in this desk? Probably all of them. Welcome back to Vlogmas. As you may not know, because I don't talk about it on here a lot, back in August, I started a social media freelance TikTok and Instagram. Basically, I have done two official social media management positions, freelancing-ish. The first one was an internship, and the second one was a freelance job that ended up just not working out. It was for a cannabis business, and cannabis is very interesting to market on social media just because you can't show it, you can't say certain things, or your page will get flagged, and I just wasn't ready for that. And also the company I was working with, it just wasn't working out, so I had to step away from that. But I still want to do it, but I want to do it for companies and brands and businesses that I am more knowledgeable in. You live and you learn. I had the experience of doing the shoot day and posting and working with their marketing team and just communicating, so I have that on my back. But then I also have a lot of social media experience with myself. I've probably been on every single social media platform since Tumblr, so I have a lot of experience with myself. I also have like an analytics degree. I post YouTube videos, I post TikToks, I do all that. So I thought I want to be my own boss, so I created Joya Media. I left it as a media company, so it could be anything. I'm gonna start it off with a social media freelance career for myself, so that's what Joya Media is gonna be in 2026, and then who knows what it's gonna be for the rest of the time. But for right now, it's my thing, just me becoming a social media manager for businesses. So that brings me to what this video is. We are going to be prepping for Q1 and just doing things that have to do with Joya Media. Back in August, I created the TikTok and Instagram, and actually it was July. August, I posted every single day, well, I attempted to, for Joya Media, but I rushed it. I thought I didn't rush it, but I did, and I just wasn't putting things out there that I wanted to, and I also was focusing so much on the TikTok and Instagram that I had nothing to back it up with, because I wasn't trying to reach out to people, get examples on my portfolio. Like, I wasn't doing any of that, so I need to actually do that before I start posting on TikTok. So I took a break from it because it was just overwhelming me. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, and it was stressing me out, and I was just all over the place. So I already kind of outlined my entire year of 2026, but 2026 is going to be the year of me doing it. And honestly, doing Vlogmas right now is proving that I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I can succeed whatever I want. So that's what this is about. So today I have a call with my friend. She's doing her own business endeavor. She's starting something in the new year, so I'm going to be helping with her social media for this thing that she's doing. I'm not gonna say what because she hasn't announced it yet, but she was my roommate in college. It's Aquila. You've seen her in videos before. She's literally like one of my best friends, so of course I'm going to help her out. She's gonna help me out. I'm gonna help her out. She's gonna be my first official client. So we have a call today to go over kind of like what I can do for them, and then I need more information obviously about what they are doing, getting a timeline set up, but it's not gonna happen just yet. This is kind of just like a first call, so I'm happy with that. I have a bunch of things written down. Where's my notebook? I have a few things written down. I have kind of like what the platforms I want to use for them, content pillars that they sent me, basically like a business outline, and then I just took that and kind of got content pillars from that. I have like the pre-launch, the launch week, the growth phase, services I'm going to offer them, weekly posting schedule. So that's what we're going to discuss today on the call. But I also want to get started on outlining what Q1's looking like, because it's December 9th. Q1 starts just January 1st. So I want to be able to outline it all. I kind of already have the entire year overviewed, but I need to like look into it more and like really plan it out, so I have everything ready and I have just everything set up, because I tend to just go into things full force and then forget where I'm at. So I need to get organized and figure it out, just like I did with Vlogmas. I gave myself ample time to prep for it, and we're on day 9 today, and we have been good, and this is only going up in a few days, so this is real time right now. I'm gonna go finish work, and then I also have to just like do a few things. I left little questions for me throughout this entire notebook that I need to look up or go back to, and I want to get some examples from previous similar endeavors. So it's really hard for me to say it without saying it, so I'm gonna go do that. Zach isn't here tonight, so I literally have all the time in the world. I'm just going to bang out everything I need to for freelancing specifically because it's time to lock in. I want to be proud of something, and this is what I want to be proud of. So come with me today as we do this. If you are a business owner or an aspiring business owner or just someone that just wants to do something but they don't know what they want to do, stick around. Because I will make a whole series on this channel in the new year, but as of right now, we're just prepping for that. So I don't want to talk too much. I've already talked for almost 10 minutes. So I will see you in the next clip after the meeting, because I'll kind of discuss what we talked about on the meeting without actually discussing what we talked about. Okay, kind of my overview of what I want for Q1, or what I'm going to be figuring out is, these are my 3 main objectives. So we're going to finalize branding, my systems, and my service packages. I kind of want to have that done before the new year, kind of just draft it out, and then I can again finalize it when the new year comes and just make sure the branding's good, the systems are all working, like what I'm going to be doing to organize, what tools I'm going to be using to organize everything and communicate with my clients and all of that, and then also figuring out pricing for services and kind of what I'm offering and what I can offer. That's gonna obviously change throughout the entire year, but at least just kind of get an overview of kind of what I want to be doing. I'm gonna launch my social presence, so between Joya Media, Instagram, and TikTok, and then I'm also gonna be talking about it on my other pages, like this channel or my personal TikTok and then my personal Instagram. And then I'm gonna land my first 2 to 4 clients, paid or portfolio. Portfolio would be, for example, helping my friend out. She's technically one of the clients because she's gonna help me with my portfolio by, I'm just gonna use, you know, examples. So that's that. From there on, we're gonna have key projects. So that's gonna be the 4 projects that I'm gonna do to meet those like goals, which I'll get to at the end. I'm gonna create branding assets, templates, contracts, onboarding systems, all of that. I have the Instagram and TikTok already created, but I wanna start implementing LinkedIn weekly or maybe like 3 times a week, because LinkedIn is where I'm gonna actually get clients, and I need to figure out what my job description is so I could put that on my actual personal LinkedIn and then also put it on my resume. And then I'm gonna start outreach and post portfolio samples, so from any clients that I have or just random examples if I were to be managing the social medias for blank. And then gather testimonials and early case studies. So that's obviously going to come with when I get clients. A main thing that I want to focus on in Q1 is reaching out to small businesses around me of where I am, so I can actually be hands-on with working with them, and I can go to their business or go meet up with them in person and film, shoot days, and like have actual talk, like face-to-face interactions with these people, because I think that the only way for me to create any type of relationships with these clients and building connections is if I meet them in person. If I do it over the phone, I don't feel like I can make that connection personally and professionally. So I'm thinking if I work with people around me and businesses around me, I'll even go to my hometown and work with businesses there too, because I kind of know more about my hometown and what demographic is up there. I just moved to this new area, so that's besides the point. I'm going to focus on those. So my hometown and where I live right now are going to be the 2 places I'm going to focus on reaching out to. And then hopefully from there I'll get enough examples for my portfolio and enough testimonials to be able to build a website and put it out there more. So the website is definitely going to be a big thing that I want to focus on too for Q1, but I'm not going to launch the website just yet because I'm not going to have anything to put on it. So after Q1 is when I'm going to launch the website, unless I get enough to do it in Q1, but that's not my main goal, the website just yet. It's just, again, building the relationships and connections. I'll talk to you guys after the meeting. I've just been laying here, but the meeting went well. We got a lot of things done and talked about, so I'm going to lay here and watch a Christmas movie and write down all the notes that I got. I'm going to send it over tomorrow, and then a content calendar will be created next week. Well, I'm going to have it to them before next week, and then we'll get on a call to go over what the content calendar is about. So, but it's probably the end of next week because I have Vlogmas and stuff to get done. Oh my gosh, this is the last thing I'm doing today. I'm gonna finish tomorrow, but I tried to use Trello, and honestly I think Notion's just gonna be the one I use for now. That and Google Docs, because it's just what I can deal with right now. But I kind of just laid out a plan of what I'm gonna do weekly from January to March. January is gonna be build and prep, so I'm not gonna be really posting anything on my socials in January. I'm just going to be prepping a bunch of things, but also filming behind the scenes footage of me doing every single thing. So each week I have about like 4 to 5 tasks that I want to complete, and they're very small, so I'll have the whole week to kind of deal with that. I wanted to make sure that I'm not overworking myself, especially because I have a job and I also want to be posting on YouTube and all of that. So this is going to help me kind of lay it out and see it how it is, and then I'm going to go in and actually plan, because I want to create a content calendar for myself for January, for personally, for my YouTube. TikTok, like, I like TikTok, but I just love YouTube more, so we're gonna figure that out. When I go to do that, I will also incorporate Joya Media into my calendar, and then I can get more of a view of what my weeks are gonna look like in Q1. So January is just gonna be doing all the behind the scenes work, but also filming everything, but not posting anything yet. February is when I'm going to be launching my socials again and kind of like contacting people and trying to get case studies and all of that. So that's going to be February, and then based on how well I do in February will determine March, but that's going to be refining things and momentum. So I'm going to try to get consistent clients, make my systems a little smoother, and then have a clearer understanding of like what I'm going to be offering service wise. And then also I need to figure out services in January. So some of the things that I'm going to be doing in January are going to be done beforehand, just so I can kind of just get an idea of what's going on. But yeah, I think this will help not overwork me, because I was trying to do all of this in like 4 weeks, where this is laid out for 12 weeks. So I'm gonna take it day by day and not rush it, because there's no reason to rush it. It's better to just have an idea of what's going on so that I can succeed. And this is just for Q1, and Q1's literally going to determine how the rest of my year is gonna go. So that's what I did today, but I'm exhausted, as you could probably tell. So I'm just gonna relax, finish A Christmas Story, and we're gonna do more of this tomorrow. I wish I had my planner, but it comes in next week. So time for me to log off. Hey, it's the next day. It just turned 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop right now and work for 2 hours on Vlogmas stuff and then Joya Media. So I'll explain to you kind of what I do for that. I still have to go and send over the meeting notes that I took yesterday with Aquila on her endeavor. And I'm going to send her just kind of a summary of like what I took from that, and like then we can talk about it more. So I'm gonna send that when I get to the coffee shop, and then I'm gonna edit and then work on Joya Media. So I'm gonna do an hour of editing, an hour of Joya Media, and I'll explain to you kind of what I'm gonna be doing for Q1 and how I'm setting it up weekly and like my plan. Like I'm literally gonna plan out my weeks for January, February, and March. At least an overview. January is going to be pretty set in stone, but February and March kind of depend on January, and then March depends on February. So those could change, but the basics are going to be there, so I know what I'm looking at for each month, if that makes sense. So let's go to the coffee shop, because I need coffee and I need a change of scenery. We're gonna bear the cold and go to the coffee shop. Okay, I was just at the coffee shop for 3 hours because I got stuck there since it was raining and I walked. So I'm finally home. I need to call my parents because we need to go over the dreaded health insurance of turning 26. Next year I have to get on my own health insurance, aka January, so I need to figure it out now, considering the holidays are coming up and January 1st is when I need to get insurance. So that's so fun. So now I gotta find the package that my company gave me that says how much it is next year, because guess what's going up? Health insurance rates all across the country. God forbid we have any chance at anything as a 26-year-old. God fucking forbid. I was just budgeting for an hour and I was getting stressed. It's a revolution. This is just gonna be prepping for Q1 for everything, because this obviously starts in Q1, my health insurance, so I need to budget it into my budget. Oh, here it is. Everything went up. I'll be back after I call my parents. Okay, so I had the call with my parents. I don't think that the health insurance is going to be too much of a dent. I'm like already thinking of ways to save money in the new year, and I'm gonna make a whole video probably on that, but I'm just trying to think of ways to be like stingy when it comes to basic needs. I want to be able to spend less on groceries. Like we spend like $200 a week on groceries sometimes, and it's just like a lot. Like there's no reason for us to be spending $200 on groceries for 2 people, so we're just gonna have to start eating cheaper. I'll end it tomorrow where I show you like exactly what I did for 3 hours at the coffee shop, and I planned out a lot. I planned out each week and what I'm gonna do each day, so I'll show you that tomorrow. Let's close out this Q1 prep video. So let me explain to you what I did yesterday. Also remember, yesterday I was at the coffee shop for so long because of the rain. So let me explain to you kind of what I did. So each page is January overview. So this is every single week of January, and these boxes represent different tasks for different days. So each box is a day. And then I did the same for February and March. And then I ended up also planning my YouTube schedule for January, along with a repetitive series that I'm going to be doing on YouTube. So let's start with the overviews. Each week from January 5th to February 1st is about 3 to 4 tasks, or 3 to 4 days worth of freelancing for Joya Media. So my plan is I'm gonna assign like 3 out of the 7 days for Joya Media only, because I obviously work a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then I also want to do YouTube and everything, so I want to make sure I'm not overworking myself every single day. So for the whole month of January, I'm going to be filming TikToks of everything that I'm doing to prepare for the launch of Joya Media. So Joya Media is going to launch officially in February, and meaning I'm going to actually be doing client work in February, and then each week is going to be something different. So the first week, for example, is just kind of defining like who I am, like what Joya Media is, and like really focusing on the missions, the values, and my elevator pitch and all of that. So that's one day. Another day is going to be creating the brand kit. So just the colors, the logos, just anything that I need to have ready to go when I'm making templates and all of that for like social media and just clients in general. Then another day is going to be setting up the Google Drive and Notion, just any organizational tools that I'll be using. And then a different day is going to be planning the February content calendar. So I'm not going to be posting anything in January on my Joya Media accounts at all, because I don't want to rush it, and after Vlogmas, like I don't have time to plan for January. So January is not going to be any posting at all, but every day that I'm doing something for Joya Media, I'm going to be filming it so that I can use that in February. So I'll have like a whole month's worth of behind the scenes TikToks and YouTube videos for February, but I'm not going to be overworking myself by filming and then editing and then posting that same week. So that's that. The last week of January is going to be when I'm making my launch strategy and creating a list of 40 leads. So 40 businesses or brands that I'm going to be reaching out to get experience, whether it's portfolio work or actual being paid work. And then February, this is where I'm going to launch. So the first week is going to be a soft launch on all my personals, and then a hard launch on Joya Media. Each week of February, I'm going to be posting 3 static posts, and then I'm also going to be posting Monday through Friday on TikTok and Reels. I think I'll definitely have that because I'll have it all prepped from January to be posting into February. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing, vlogging everything that I do for Joya Media so that I can post it in March. So you're just going to see everything a month later. I'm going to plan the March content calendar that week. So every first week of the month, I'm planning the content calendar for the following month. February, about 3 days worth of Joya Media tasks. But they're not going to take all day. It's just I'm going to schedule it so I'm not working on it every single day and like making myself go crazy. I'm only working 3 days a week. Obviously, I'll still be posting and checking like socials, but I'm not going to be like putting all of my energy and brain power every single day like I was doing when I first tried to launch it. I was getting so overwhelmed. So like even when I was running this out, I was getting overwhelmed, but when I started looking at like actually the weeks where like some days it's literally just planning a content calendar that will take me like 2 hours, if that. Obviously this is just a trial and error, so we're gonna see if I need more time or not. So that's that. Then in March, this is when we're really getting like more into client work. Like I'll be reaching out to clients in February, but March is really going to be client focused, and also making sure I'm still going to be learning throughout the entire year, but March is really when I'm going to look and see what's working and what's not, and then also making sure my portfolio looks good so that quarter 2 can be full on getting going with like more clients actually paying me. I'm exhausted by just even looking at this, but honestly it's just because Vlogmas is really making me exhausted as hell. After this I'm done, like I'm not doing anything else because I'm tired. But that is everything that I prepped for quarter 1. Obviously I need more time to prep. I still need to wait for my planner, but when I have my planner in, everything will be more organized. But that's everything I did yesterday. I am literally so fucking exhausted from Vlogmas. It's really getting to me, I think. Like I am editing every single day. Fucking subscribe to me, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped anyone or inspired anyone to do something that they are proud of. And I know I'm gonna be proud of this. Like I know I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna be proud, and I just want something with my name on it, and it's only mine. Like that's what I want. Hope you're doing Vlogmas this year. Really, like seriously, if you're watching my Vlogmases and you haven't subscribed, please do, because it's so rewarding to see that number go up. Like it's only gone up, actually, yeah, it's only gone up 4 as of right now in 11 days, but it's fine because every single one I'm just like, okay, that's one extra person that actually likes my content to subscribe. Like that is big to me, and I am really trying my hardest here. Like I'm telling you, ask my boyfriend, he lives with me, he sees me every single day editing. He's like, I didn't even realize how much goes in to a YouTube video. I said no, and I'm not even doing my like proudest work right now. Like this is just me trying to film it and post it every single day of December. This isn't even like me really going in and making sure everything, like making sure the editing style is cool and all that. Like that's gonna be in January when I have more time to like think. So we'll try with 2 days a week, maybe we'll only do 1, we'll see, but that's that. So yeah, I'm gonna go and sleep because I'm exhausted and I need to eat dinner because I haven't even eaten dinner yet. Ate dinner yet? I will talk to you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas day 14. Oh my god, 2 weeks of Vlogmas will be done. That's crazy. Love you. Bye.